and welcome. This is OBN. I'm Anukari with the news. President of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, Dr. Mulata Shoma, bade farewell to the outgoing Egyptian ambassador to Ethiopia, Abu Bakr Hefni Mohammed, at National Palace. During the occasion, the president and the outgoing ambassador have discussed ways of further boosting the economic cooperation between the two sides. President Dr. Mulata appreciated the ambassador's special efforts he made in enhancing economic and trade cooperation between Ethiopia and Egypt. Ambassador Abu Bakr Hefni has also pledged to continue promoting political and economic cooperation of the two countries. He also promised to enhance tourism, investment opportunities, and trade ties. OBN's Kibrez Al-Alam reported. Opidio, the ruling party of the Oromia region state, which has been ruling Oromia since 1991, has renamed itself as Oromo Democratic Party on the 9th organization conference it is holding in Jimma Town, and also discussed and approved various agendas. The Oromo People Democratic Organization renamed itself as Oromo Democratic Party. The new logo of the party has also been approved with little improvement recommendations. The Oromo People Democratic Organization, OPDO, or the current ODP, has also approved the retirement of 14 senior strugglers, including the founding members, on this 9th organizational conference. OBN's Znabo Asrat reported. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs stated that Ethiopia has been playing a leading role in the United Nations Security Council in resolving regional conflicts. Olma by another story.
In a press briefing he gave to the media, a spokesperson of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Mallas Alam, said Ethiopia has brought achievements in resolving and preventing security challenges both at the regional and global levels. Mentioning achievements that Ethiopia has brought since it became a non-permanent member to the United Nations Security Council, Mallas said that the country went a long way to restore peace and security in South Sudan and Somalia.
We are well aware of that. Unlike many regions, the East African geopolitics is the volatile region for a long time. If we talk Somalia's case, we are extensively engaged in supporting Somalia's security structure and deployed thousands of troops in weakening Al-Shabaab.
Noting on new peace initiatives that the South Sudan warring parties signed early September, Mallas said Ethiopia's constructive role was vital in bringing together a function to sign the revitalized agreement.
As Ethiopia has a legacy for African interests, it has actively engaged in the fight against Al-Shabaab insurgents in neighboring Somalia. It is involved in peace efforts in South Sudan and is Africa's largest contributor to peacekeeping efforts to United Nations.
Saying that Ethiopia is always working for the fulfillment of the African interest, it will continue to promote the continent's interest at the 73rd session of the United Nations General Assembly that focuses on global economic, political, and social issues. Ethiopia, which is a non-permanent seat on the United Nations Security Council in June 2016, has officially commenced its 2-year tenure in January 2017. Ethiopia is one of the 10 non-permanent members of the United Nations Security Council, and it takes its turn in a revolving presidency. The country has used its tenure to focus on resolution of conflicts in Somalia, South Sudan, and in the Great Lakes region.
Welcome back. Now to news from Asia. Former Prime Minister of Pakistan, Nawaz Sharif, and 2 family members were released from prison on Wednesday after being found guilty of corruption earlier this year. Sharif, his daughter Maryam, and son-in-law Mohammed Safdar were convicted in July by an anti-corruption court of not being able to prove the source of assets used to buy a set of upmarket London flats. After his release, Sharif flew to his family home in Lahore and was greeted by jubilant jubilant supporters at the airport. Earlier on Wednesday, Islamabad High Court Judge Aftar Minallah ruled the National Accountability Bureau, Pakistan's anti-corruption watchdog, was unable to prove a financial link between the former Prime Minister and the apartment in question. A two-member bench led by Minallah suspended the jail sentences while hearing the Sharif's appeal against their convictions. Their convictions will stand although their sentences have been suspended. Sharif had been sentenced to 10 years in jail and a 10.5 million USD fine. His daughter Maryam to a 7-year jail sentence and 2.6 million USD, and Maryam's husband Safdar to a year in prison. Al Jazeera reported. That's it from me. Thanks for watching. Have a good time. Up next comes an Adfu program. Guest, I talked to Bakala Garba, the first vice president of Oromo Federalist Congress, and that part 3 and the final. Join that. Bye-bye.